In the early decades of the 20th century, the world was a vastly different place than it is today. Nations stood on the brink of transformation, their futures uncertain. The Great Depression had rattled economies worldwide, leaving millions destitute and desperate. Meanwhile, ideologies of fascism, communism, and democracy clashed, further straining international relations. In this turbulent atmosphere, the seeds of the Second World War were sown. It began on a fateful day in September 1939, when Germany, under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland, disregarding the ultimatum issued by Britain and France. This act of aggression marked the beginning of a global conflict that would engulf the world for the next 6 years. The war escalated quickly. Germany, Italy, and Japan, the Axis powers, began to expand their territories aggressively. They swept across Europe and the Pacific, leaving a trail of destruction and despair in their wake. However, the Allied powers, including Britain, France, the United States, the Soviet Union, and China, stood firm against this tide of tyranny. World War II was a war of many firsts. It saw the large-scale use of tanks and aircraft in warfare. It witnessed the horrors of the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews were systematically exterminated by the Nazi regime. It also marked the first use of nuclear weapons in warfare with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States in August 1945. The war came to a formal end on September 2, 1945, when Japan signed the Instrument of Surrender aboard the USS Missouri, marking the end of a brutal chapter in human history. However, the scars of the war run deep, and its impact continues to be felt even today. World War II reshaped the world's political and social landscape. It led to the rise of two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, setting the stage for the Cold War. It also resulted in the establishment of the United Nations, an international organization aimed at promoting peace and preventing future conflicts. The war changed the way societies function. Women, who had taken on roles traditionally held by men during the war, began to demand equal rights and opportunities. The atrocities of the Holocaust led to a greater recognition of human rights and the need for their protection. World War II was a dark period in our shared history, a time of unparalleled destruction and loss of life. Yet it also serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of hatred, intolerance, and unchecked ambition. It is a chapter of our past that we must never forget, for in its lessons lie the keys to a more peaceful and prosperous future.